Welcome back, everyone. And look at this person we could probably kill, but we won't. I just had a bit of ice cream. Haven't had the best day in the world. So, uh, other than that, though, there's a few things I want to do. I want to get these, other things. So we'll go for the first one, because this is kind of maybe the better one. I also did a little bit of cooking and also a little bit of Poe grinding, just so now we have the Dark Link tunic and pants. So yeah. Hopefully you'll all enjoy this episode. Um, I need to figure out how to actually go about doing this. Huh. Seems like a major pain. Oh god, that just feels so... Like, you just look at that and you're just like, do I really want to? You know, seeing all those weapons, it really makes me want to go back to Breath of the Wild. Because part of me really misses the, old weapon system. Like, this weapon system is nice, but it's kind of just annoying that, like, it feels like every weapon is a puzzle. Like, it's like, okay, you have now gotten the one half of the weapon. Now you must go and kill an annoying boss by spending $500 and also by buying 2 bows. And a frick ton of arrows. There you go, you can now battle the boss. And it's like, oh, come on, really? Isn't there like easier way to do this? It has to be annoying? No, it has to be annoying. Okay, so we'll prepare ourselves a little bit better for this by equipping the climbing gear. Just get that climbing speed up a little bit. And yeah, while we have the Snake Eater moment, let's talk about Snake Eater. So, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, as well as the DOS games that Kojima hates, those are all coming to Nintendo Switch. So I'm presuming they're literally just getting the Metal Gear Solid collection that they made, and they're gonna have that. And then they're gonna do a second version, which is probably gonna have like the Game Boy Color game, Twin Snakes, like a bunch of the more like, oh, I haven't played these ones kind of games. At least that's what I presume that they would do. So yeah, that's my presumption, is that they're basically going to be making 2 of these, because they already have, like, it's kind of like seen as like, what is it, like Volume 1, which means that, you know, most likely there's gonna be a Volume 2, and then maybe, you know, I think Kojima is actually going to be working on the Silent Hill movie. So, hey, maybe, even though they're being very, very, like, safe about it, like, Kojima's end, being very safe about working with them, I'm wondering if, like, maybe Kojima's like, we'll see if I can, like, work on the things that I love so much. Because it would be really awesome to be able to see Kojima be able to work on, like, you know, good games. Like, Death Stranding. Is it Death Stranding? I don't remember. I actually haven't played it. There's a lot of stuff happening in a lot of games, but right now I'm, like, just continuously playing just, like, the 2. Okay, so up here finally. Which is perfect, because we didn't actually have to go up here. That's how you make yourself feel better. You didn't actually have to do this thing, you idiot. Oh man, a root of death. That's what we like more than anything. Okay. So, it says that there's water. I feel like it's gonna be like a really scary... like, the number one thing, yet again. The number one thing I think would be the coolest shit is if there was like some sort of like evil serpentine creature. Like, you know, like Because, like, you know, we all, like, I think we've all, like, you know, watched those videos where it's, like, the size comparisons of, like, mythological creatures and such. And then you go and you watch it, and then it's, like, fucking, like, Jormungandr, you know, the fucking Eater of Worlds. From Terraria, essentially. Um, but, you know, it's literally the serpent that eats its own tail, which is synonymous with this game, actually. Um... But yeah, you see like all of those, and it's like, oh, so cool. Huh. So I guess you could, maybe there is like royal gear that you can find. Because this is soldier. This is a fully intact soldier weapon. Oh, it's a knight, so it's even better than soldier. Wonder how many people are just like, oh, it keeps reminding me of the singer. I don't want to be reminded. Yep, we're going the right way. Awesome. Whew. Man, so much pain going this way. I feel like I feel like I've already lost a lot of viewers. Because, like, yet again, like, this area, I feel like it's, like, the most intriguing to start with, and then the most boring as soon as you get into it. Like, I feel like the coolest parts about it are literally the labyrinths. But the labyrinths aren't even really done on the bottom floor. That's just where the battle is. So even when you go to the fucking, you know, the labyrinth of this place, it still is just like, oh, okay. Kinda cool, I guess. It feels so underwhelming. But, you know, not everything can hit its mark. And I think that's the reason why they really didn't show off the depths. So then they wouldn't feel like they're so, like, they're like something that's, like, really put into the game. Oh, right. I forgot these fake fairy things existed. I, like, completely forgot that they existed in this game. Oh, man. Is there not, like, a single solid platform? Okay. Well, I guess we're making a fucking jank device. We're making the jet ski from fucking that one Nintendo franchise. Wave Race or whatever. We're playing Wave Race, boys. I mean, it works. Kinda lesser than you would want though, because using using like a plane is like way worse. Oh. Ah. Oh my god. Ah, it's so unwieldy. Oh, thank you. You've saved us from a terrible fate. Which, I wonder how much people are like, oh god, not that. Because I just remembered fucking Majora's Mask when I said that. Trousers of the Wild, eh? Trousers of the Wind. So these are actually two of the same pieces. And then this is Hero and that's Time. So we actually have two of the same Zelda piece here. Or more so Link piece, because let's be honest. We're talking about Link. We're talking about you and me. We're talking about all the good things and the bad things that could be. Let's talk about depression. Ah, the Arcanatius Shrine. Oh, the Akhenaten Shrine. A shrine many would not talk about openly. I feel like I looked at this and it was just a massive wall, and I was like, well, fuck you, game. So I'm fully prepared to see the same thing again. Oh yeah, I remember this. Fucking frocks and everything. It's so sad that even with like having foxes around, like, it's not like they do anything. It feels like they just needed to have like another boss down here. Like they have like way harder Lionels, they have frocks, and then they have like Stalnox, and it's like, well, that's enough, right? It's only one original one. Kind of really hurts. The real vibe killer, essentially. Also, I've watched a short, and fucking, it was like the Zelda, no, it was Princess Peach, the Princess Peach game, and it's like the Vibe Scepter thing, with, the fucking, like, maybe your parents have one of these, and like, it's so fucking, like, Jesus Christ, how did this get in a kid's game? Like, how did this get past the MSRB more so? Okay. They always give you bombs, but I'm always just like, why? What if we just like... So is it then, therefore, is it just the hot air that makes it useful? Take out device. Upward, where so many try to get up above the sky, and they don't survive. Come on, like there has to be... Like there has to be something, right? Damn, this is also why I hate the underground, is it's just constant bullshit of you, like, trying to find a place, essentially. Like, it feels like it's 95% just like, oh, there's a place, how do I get there? And then you sit there for 5 years, you're just like, oh, I don't know. Man, life would be a dream, honestly, if we could find a way to be able to inhabit that area. But it's just impossible, I say. Also, why the fuck am I not wearing the glow armor? Exactly why it exists. For this exact purpose. I like how demise goo is more stable than fucking being a little wet. It's like, oh, I just washed my hands, they'll dry. 5 years later, they'll dry, right? Nintendo half laughing as they look at you. Eyes evil with a massive grin. I already know this is gonna be a massive fucking pain. It can't not be a massive pain. It's fucking Nintendo. Yep. That's what I thought. Massive fucking canyon of death. Can Nintendo just be nice for once? Like, why does every single one of these? Like, I loved this. Like, I feel like if I go back and watch, like, the first 10 episodes, I'll be like, man, remember when I liked this area? And now this is the biggest cunt in the game. The Agihi Ichijo Shrine. That's not how you probably actually pronounce that. And every time you get any progress, it's like just a speck. And you're just like, well then what's the point? Like, what was the point of me earning this area? Like, what does this area, like this tiny baby area, do for me? Like, practically nothing. Funny thing is, I don't even need stuff like mushrooms and stuff to land on because I maxed out my stamina. Like, that's the other thing as well. Like, there's nothing down here. Like, foxes just give you zonite, but like, if you don't care, obviously there's like a bunch of devices you can use and stuff, but it just feels like this is just like the, oh, here's how you get your more batteries. Which is already places to do that anyway. Let me go on the map. Okay, so we now sorta know how to get to there. We're slowly getting something going. Okay. We have a ways to go. Feels like fucking Cars 1. Life is a highway. I have a feeling this is a different place, but it's also very ironic that like 2 places in a row have these. But also, why is there no flame emitters? Well, actually, can't I just fucking... Where is it? That and a flint. There we go. Out there. I love that song. I don't even remember what it's from. I don't think it's Hercules. Maybe it is Hercules, actually. Also, please don't fucking remaster Hercules. Like, fuck off. Like, just thinking about it and the word Disney. Like, can you stop, like, ruining every single property? Like, my sister was like, oh, but kids don't want to watch the originals. And it's like, yeah. No, they probably do, actually, you know. It doesn't matter if something's old if it's, like, if they watch it and, like, because kids will sit down and watch, like, anything. And that's shown so perfectly with so many shows where the entire show is just, haha, pee pee poo poo, haha. And then you, like, as a teenager, you watch that, you're like, man, that's so childish. And then, like, half the shows for teenagers are literally just slightly more advanced pee pee poo poo jokes. And it's just like, what happened to, like, the good shit? And we all know what happened. People made good shit, and then they were like, but what if we didn't have to try? But, like, goddamn, like, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like, Evil Incorporated or something like that. And it's like, there's this evil person who's like the wimpiest villain ever. And he has like a team where it's like this mutated dog, this overly cheerful green dude who's like the tough guy, and then like Dr. Frog, I think his name is. And it's just them doing shitty antics and stuff. Like, that was so funny because it's just a bunch of villains in a world with actual superheroes and actual supervillains who are, like, more so, like, contractually obligated to do shit. And then they're just like, well, why should we do this? Like, you're not really a villain. Like, I don't want to be rude to you, but, like, legally you're not really a villain, so there's not really any reason for us to fight you or anything. And, like, we wouldn't want to have to make the hospitals have to work on repairing a broken bone or something, so I really just don't want to do that. Such a funny show. I remember, like, the funniest episode to me was the one where, it's like Viltar or something like that. He's trying to, like, immemorialize himself forever, so they make a statue of him. But then the dude who's like super goofy and in the green outfit, he just like crayon draws himself riding a unicorn, and then in the future it's a bunch of like Voltars or whatever, and they all worship the green dude. Because they're just like, oh, he must have been a god. It's so funny, because it's just like, it's such a great way to deliver a joke. To have the joke just be that, like, the thing that, you know, like, it's a very basic joke. Like, it's not a joke you, like, look at and you're like, oh, the peak of comedy. But it's funny just because of the fact of, like, you know, the thing that's meant to last, like, forever. You know, things like, you know, statues and shit will eventually fade unless, you know, you make them good. Which making them out of concrete definitely isn't making them good. Jeez, man, like, this area is crazy. But, like, the dude who just makes his, statue thing basically out of just fucking, like, nothing. That's the one that gets memorialized. But it's also cool because it kind of brings up this idea of, like, the people who we memorialize might be the ones who are, like... And it's the thing with Gandhi all over again, is, like, I know some people might be like, oh, how do you disrespect Gandhi? Gandhi has been, like, repeatedly, like, you know, been proven to have done terrible things to women. Basically just being like, yeah, I'm Gandhi, you gotta go take my dick. And shit like that. And it's just like, even if they're willing, it's basically saying that you're a god and then being like, hey women, is a really bad thing. Like, I feel like if, like, cause it's kind of like the, like, it's just, like, false advertisement, essentially. But, you know, the way that, you know, the articles and stuff read, it feels like it's a little bit worse than that. I feel like this is the same idea as the I wonder if we're right below this I don't even know what it's called. But like this the circle that goes in itself, essentially, like the hypnosis. That's what I know it from, like from Simpsons and fucking Looney Tunes, whenever the eyes of the character. Well, I guess Danganronpa kind of does it, but they do it differently, because it's more like a bunch of rings that formulate around the eyes for that one. But like, you know, it's like the dizzy or hypno kind of thing. Spiral, that's what it's called. It's called Spiral. I'm so smart, guys. What's a spiral? This shape is also a name of a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. What archetype? Spiral. You got it. I would suck at those games so much because I would just like not even be able to think properly about them. I'd just be, fuck. What do you mean? Especially because MBT, he has like a fucking it's like the last word. So it'd be like, you know, like Dragon King, Dragon King, and then it'll be like something else, and then it'll be Dragon. Like Dragonic Diagram Dragon King. Like something like that. And it's just like, oh god. Well, there you go, MBT. There's whatever that tier is called for 100 points. Dragonic Diagram. Man, they couldn't even catch me. They couldn't even catch these hands. I can't wait to eventually one day redo Resident Evil 1, doing the Jill campaign instead of the Chris one. I really want to get thumbnails for those though. Ooh. That's cool. I like this area a lot because it feels really like epic in a way. Oh, thank God. That would have been so fucking shitty. Apparently lots of people died here. Is that a Yiga member? No, it's just another posthole. Whee. So this is my chest, I presume? Oh, one of the best ones. Because it's one of the most detailed ones. This is the one I always rocked back in fucking Breath of the Wild, because I had the Link amiibo, like the normal one, and like after you get Epona, you'd get this set. Oh man, such a cool fucking set. Like so cool. Probably my favorite one. It is sick though that you now just get these for free essentially. Kemameg. We're only 30 minutes into this one. It feels like I've been talking for like 5 years. Yeah, so we are under the squiggly line. That's cool though. Like that's interesting. Okay. So now the question is, how much more of this area should I actually explore? I mean, there's probably... I feel like, I guess there's like actually some merit in a way to like having an episode every now and then kind of just be the, like, you know, let's actually, you know, try to find some like outfits and stuff. Oh man, I'm so keen to play some fucking Payday 2. I want to do a lot of Payday 2 content, but I know that 1, Payday 3 is coming out, and 2, I know that a lot of people probably like, you know, it would be like this, essentially, like, why the fuck would I want to watch this dude play on, like, normal or maybe a mayhem stealth heist when I could just watch, like, the Noli or, like, X other person who's, like, way better? But then part of me as well, there was a person, I can't remember who said it. It was Madrybread, that's right. Fucking love that man. And he was like, don't worry about thinking about, like, doing games that are like popular or things like that. Only do the things that you're interested in, because the fact is that if people are watching your content, they're not watching it just because fucking like, oh man, he's playing fucking Tears of the Kingdom. They're playing it because it's like, oh, it's Hailender, which is a super fucking like it actually brings a smile to my face, kind of saying that and being like yeah, that might actually be what like a lot of people are like. Because I feel like myself, like, you know, I always have like a bit of that self-esteem issue. But like, it's just so amazing, like, you know, really thinking about it. Um, and then being like, wait, no, people would actually probably, you know, be watching me for me and not me for, you know, 50 other reasons. Which is like kind of like the best thing you can like really like feel as a creator, that like you're actually having people watch you because they want to watch you. Like that's like the number one compliment and like good thought any content creator can have, because it means so much to anyone to know that, you know, because it's validation. It's saying that, you know, like, nah, bro, we like, you know, whatever. Oh man, Link needs to up his throwing arm. Okay, so I know I joked about the snake eat a bit, but like, oh my god. Well, I guess is this the right? I don't feel like this is the right way. Well, we gotta try. But the thing is, I think people would actually like to watch me play Payday 2 anyway, because I'm just not the best at it, and that means that it's even better. Because if you watch someone who knows what they're doing, it's not like there's no like, oh man, are they gonna do it? It's just, oh, I wonder how long it'll take them. And especially if you watch like a really fucking good player, like they basically finish whatever they need to do in like 3 minutes. Like half the achievements are just like, finish this mission in 3 minutes. God. How impossibly tall is this thing? I think I'm gonna have to make just a I might have to just make a Zonai device to do this. Which, god damn, is that boring. Well, you know what? I'm more surprised we didn't die. Well, hey, at least we got a bomb. Auto build. And then from this, we're gonna go eat a fucking hard thing. Also, do you like my cum? Cause, god damn it, brace for impact. Okay. Man, this is why Zonite and shit is so useful, just being able to auto-build shit. But see what I mean? Like, I know that, like, they basically hand it to you, but, like, could you imagine trying to scale that mountain without fucking using Zonite things? And, like, that's the thing, like, I just don't like it when it's just, oh, do you have the auto-build ability? No? Fuck you. Ah, so those are the small rock things as well. I wonder if one of those then has a rock on it. And then there's like a chest on one or something. It does seem like what... Oh. Good thinking. I should stay as high as possible for as long as possible. Because as always, there's always like some sort of really annoying height difference. In all of these. But I have so many like stories of me being an idiot. I once lost books when I was like really young. And so the library was like, you have to either pay whatever, or you have to fucking donate books. And I was like, I don't want to have to make my family pay money. Like, I don't want to be in trouble for something like that. So I literally just got 3 of my books, and I was like, yep, here you go. Fucking, here's your payment for me losing those 3 books. And they're like, oh, okay. Because, like, they said it in, like, they said it in a way that's, like, not scary, not threatening for a kid. Like, because I was in, like, grade 1 or something. But, like, they said it in the way where it's, like, like, oh, parents could be mad, kind of thing. So, obviously, to a kid, they're like, oh, man. But, like, also to a kid, they're like, well, I can't fucking tell my parents this. They'll fucking disown me. Or at least, that's what I thought of my stupid kid brain, is I was just like, well, I'm not disowning, but, like, I was like, I don't want to disappoint my parents. There's probably something I'd do that, naturally would do that. I don't want to add on to that. I want to have as much brevity as I can. Except for I didn't know such big words when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was just playing fucking Legend of Zelda Seasons, which is my favorite Zelda game. Which at some point I'll be doing a playthrough on. Man, that is a fucking long way away. I wonder if this is another place you have to sneak into. Like with the other Yiga clan one. But yeah, we'll definitely get that first, and then we'll do the other thing. I would say it's kind of unsettling to be in these areas too, where there's just like, for large periods, all you see is like the light of like, dusts and other things just like glimmer around you. As you're like, trekking into a place. Like, that is also kind of intimidating, but it's like nothing as intimidating as like, oh, like fucking seeing like a monster, you know what I mean? Like seeing some sort of like eldritch abomination in the darkness would be the sickest thing. I also remember, I can't remember what it was, but I think at the very end of my year 6, well grade 6, because well at least in Australian schools we kind of divide it between years and grades. Like a lot of people, like we just, like it's kind of like just a like, like at least when I was like doing school, I was like, oh yeah, grade 6, and then it was like year 7. And it was actually kind of cool because it meant that like it was kind of like a difference that felt like it mattered. Like it felt like oh man, I'm in year 7. Like, you're in grade 6. Like, it was kind of like one of those like bragging right feelings. And it's always great having one of those when you're younger. Kegopa Lightroot. Oh god, look at this tangled bitch. It looks dreadful. However, that does mean that we've now created a line from the top. And you know what they always say, the best way to solve a puzzle is by doing the edges first. However, for now, I do want to actually, see what this thing's all about, because that is super interesting to me. So, tower. I almost thought there was a massive wheel just then. Yeah, I thought it was a large Poe. Mentally, part of me was like, but what if it's not? And I was like, no. Simulations, they can't be wrong. So, man, I really want to play that Star Wars game. Like, literally, after the mental distress of what happened today, I unironically, I looked at my Lego that I'm investing in, I'm just like, if I was a weaker man, I would open you. What a fucking cucktopus. I was like, I looked at that for 3 seconds, I was like, oh my god, is that one of those... Oh my god, that's like one of those things I have to talk to you. The Brethren Poe people. But then I was like, no, it isn't. I was like, damn it. I think we're now into... Oh, okay. I guess we'll get out and we'll just have a look around. Well, it's funny that we're at Zola. Like, that makes sense, considering everything. But it's also funny. And yet again, Ascend being my favorite ability for 50 years. Oh, fuck. Well, that's gonna be mildly useful. Because... Just realized. Okay. Well, I know who's gonna die first. Cunt. We ascend. I don't like it when the ascend makes you have to watch something. Well, I'm gonna open your chests. Lionel Reaper. Well, that's cool. Do we have, Let's charge a big one up just for him, shall we? Ooh, blue boss, Bokoblin, eh? Amber. Let's see if I have any bombs on me. That I do. I didn't heal. Kill me now. Literally just kill me. Throw a knife in my heart. Ugh, the number one annoying thing in this game, literally number one annoying thing, is any combat encounter that is with a horde of enemies you must do in a single sitting or else it doesn't count. Did I lose all of my arrows? Yep, I did. So now I have to go and restart from a earlier save. Like, why did, like, I know the reason why, right? It's like, oh, well, but, like, come on. Like, who in the development team was like, so we'll make these massive raids, and we'll just make it that if you don't kill everything, just, like, kill yourself? Like, anything like that is just always the most infuriating thing in any game. Still kind of mad, actually. I guess this is why there's so many bombs. Is so you can do shit like this. Come on, you dickhead. Welcome to the fucking Breath of the Wild, where if you shoot directly at somebody, you're not hitting them. Okay, fuck you, game. That is not how fucking life works, and you know it. Fucking I slow down time, and the monsters are like, actually, I too have the ability to slow-mo time. Must I always have, like, the tiniest, like... Why? I just want kill. I think it's my natural hatred of being set back. Just any amount of time. Like, if you have a game and, like, the game, like, maybe sets you back a little, even just if it's a tiny bit, I'll immediately be mad. Because I'm like, well, no, that's not how it should work. Like, if you earn to a place, you get to that place. There is no, like, if, and, or but. Like, if you get somewhere, then you get to somewhere. Surprise! I'm actually really getting annoyed about this fucking, like... Oh no, you're hitting him in the eyeball, you're not hitting him in the snoot. You gotta hit him in the snoot if you want the one shot. Fuck off. mildly funny. There you go. Are you fucking kidding me? No, that is not a fucking thing. Okay. Okay. You know what this really reminds me of? The old school days of doing this in ages and seasons. Like, they literally used to be a fucking no cap. A boss that was like exactly like this. Okay, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. Hey, stupid. Gotcha. Okay, I think we got a black one of those already. Oh, like we had it at some point. Probably not really like anymore, but there you fucking go. Okay. Lazal shield, eh? Let me out. And this has a Lionel Reaper, which I'm kind of curious. Okay, like I think that's cool. Gnarled, fucking wooden stick seems a bit better. And then there's some other fucking monster about. Where is this one loser? Oh, there was an easier way in this whole time. Okay. Yeah, so that's the gnarled wooden stick. This is funny. There's just an entire fucking, like, area for fucking, like... I guess, like, the idea is that the guy is so big that he can just put these on things. Where is the fucking final guy? Oh, like, literally, like, where is he? Oh, thank you, I'm saved. I despaired, thinking no one would find me. I was wondering how you got here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, well, at least that's something. Even though, apparently, according to the world, there's still more monsters afoot. I don't know why, but I almost fucking fell back. I really wonder where this supposed final enemy is. Oh, is it that dude? I was like, what hit me? I swear someone hit me. And he's dead. That was kind of fun. It also leads us back into the overworld. Which means, you know, like we had an adventure in the darkness and now we've, you know, came back from that now. We gotta see just how much damage we can do though. Those guys are probably really good ways to get a lot of fucking shit. But I think there's only one way we can get out of this situation now. Goodbye, fool. Ow. Ah! He fucking omened me. Goodbye, fools. I'm fucking out of here. Man, this is the coolest fucking shit in this game. Hold on. Wow. That was a pretty good little adventure, I think, so far. We'll go up and we'll find another shrine just to look at for a little bit. Man, I love that you can put minecarts and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Almost fucked myself. Dun 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 dun. I never fucking god damn learn. Guess I'll just eat both. I just want to grab as much of these as I can because I want to just like they're the funnest things to fucking put on anything. Okay. Okay, we now have 13 of them. I'm okay with that now. Fucking skate off, boys. Dinral's horn. Now that is sick. That's really cool. So we now have 13 Dinral spikes, but we also have one fucking horn. The bigger one sword. You know what? Fuck it. I think that's actually a sick idea. It's like the reason why it's cool is because it's like Ocarina of Time, how you have Volvagia as like the boss. The Dinral's blade. Like, if someone came up to you with this, I think you'd be pretty fucking intimidated. Also, the fact that it has like fucking 62 attack. Oh boy. Those ones. That's Captain Horn 2, 18, 15. So these ones are the better one. If I want to go that route. I think it'd be way cooler though to just have me a Dinral's hammer. We now have some really cool weapons. But yeah, we'll activate this shrine. So we have it for the next episode. And then I think that will be the end of this episode, probably. Well, we'll have a look-see. We'll see if it's, like, easy or something. And then if it's not easy, then we'll just, leave it there. Man. This game is really nice. And it's also really fun, doing some shit with things that you ordinarily wouldn't think about. Like with the rail cart shields and stuff like that. I think that's like the main reason to get multiple shields, is so you can have multiple fucking like, rail car shields and stuff like that. All the good shit. Floating brilliance. The Raziak Shrine. Okay. This one feels like it's the same thing as I've done in a previous one. Ow. Why can't I climb on that? What? Ow. There we go. And then what we have to do is obviously we have to grab this and then put it under like that, and then go like that. There we go. That was a way smarter version of that. Ooh. So I think that the idea here is that we're making a flotation device for something. Like, I don't know if it's like we just have to get one of these balls over or what. Oh, come on, that's not what I wanted. While I'm at it, that's not centered here. Ah! Um. Okay. It looks like a minion, and I think that's the thing that saddens me the most. Um. Okay. This one was not very hard at all. Okay. It's nice to have like an easy one every now and then, though. It also means I think this is our first of this new heart. Yeah, it is. Which means that, in the next episode, when we if we go in, like, we'll be doing more shrines and stuff anyway. So this just means that, we get a little bit of head start on that in this episode. Yeah, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and yeah, we'll wait until you can see it. But yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. Some insects love the rain, like in the game Virtual Families for the iPad. But yeah, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.